about him and tell everybody about it and then pray for him. He says, you that are spiritual, you have the authorization and the responsibility to restore him in a spirit of meekness. Because everybody doesn't have the grace to restore people, Isha. Some people restore you, but they tell all your business, so now they've really done damage to your character when simply they could have restored you and kept that between you and them. So Paul says, what I need you to understand is that if you are spiritual, the qualification, the litmus test of whether or not you're spiritual is whether or not you can restore someone considering your own weaknesses. That's where people lose it right there. Because most folks can't even consider what they're weak with. They're too fascinated about what you're weak with. So it's more advantageous for them to mock you and to laugh at you than it is for them to count up what they're even going through. So Paul says, I need you to restore them. Verse number 2, bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ. But wow, that'll preach all by itself. We'll have to come back to that. For if a man think himself to be something when he's nothing, he deceiveth himself. But let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another. For every man shall bear his own burden. Let him, verse number 6 is what I'm trying to get to. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. Now, we're talking about caring, and I said, on the premise of the scripture, I said that there is no communication of care without a release of giving. I'll prove it to you. Because God so, we can all quote it, God so loved the world that he gave